Here's everything you need to know about Ruby Franke, the YouTuber who was charged with aggravated child abuse and her controversial parenting videos over the years. Ruby launched her YouTube channel, titled 8 Passengers, back in 2016, and amassed over 2 million subscribers before deleting it earlier this year. She would frequently share family-centered videos featuring her husband, Kevin, and their 6 children. Sherry, 20, Chad, 18, Abby, 16, Julie, 14, Russell, 12, and Eve, 10. And while Ruby found herself at the center of public attention this year with her arrest, she's faced backlash several times in the past due to her controversial parenting style. Back in 2020, for example, Ruby's son Chad alleged in a since-deleted video that his parents had forced him to sleep on a beanbag and a BSPP for 7 months. Chad alleged that he'd had his bedroom taken away as punishment for pulling pranks on his younger brother Russell. Ruby and Kevin later claimed that they'd given Chad the option to either sleep on a pull-out guest bed, inflatable mattress, or the beanbag, and that he'd chosen the latter because it was the most comfortable. A couple of years prior, Ruby sparked outrage as she casually revealed that she'd and NBSP refused to drop lunch at NBSP at school for her daughter Eve, then 6, after being informed by her teacher that the little girl had forgotten it.
I responded to Eve's teacher and said, Eve is responsible for making her own lunches in the morning, so the natural outcome is she is just going to be hungry, and hopefully nobody gives her food and nobody steps in and gives her lunch,
Ruby told her viewers. According to NBSP page 6, Ruby's controversial videos once prompted concerned viewers to launch a petition to send Child Protective Services to her home in Utah. However, the case was ultimately closed due to insufficient evidence. Ruby later told an NBSP insider NBSP that the people who'd signed the petition were purely seeking to throw hate. She said, "It was just so malicious. They knew what they were doing was out of context. They were purely seeking to throw hate. That was their only objective." Fast forward to last month, and Ruby was arrested and charged with 2 counts of aggravated child abuse after one of her kids and these people reportedly NBSP escaped from the home of her business partner, Jody Hildebrand, who was arrested on the same charges. Kevin has not been arrested or charged. According to a press in NBSP release in NBSP issued by the Santa Clara Ivans Public Safety Department, the child who escaped looked emaciated and malnourished, with open wounds and duct tape around the extremities. The cops were alerted after a neighbor phoned 911 and told them that a 12-year-old boy had shown up at his front door, asking for help, according to a transcript of the call published by NBSP Fox News. Police officers in NBSP ended up investigating Jody's house and found at least one more child who was also malnourished. Ever since Ruby was arrested last month, her eldest daughter, Sherry, has spoken out about feeling so glad that justice is finally being served.
Today has been a big day. Me and my family are so glad justice is being served. We've been trying to tell the police and CPS for years about this, and so glad they finally decided to step up, she said on her Instagram story after sharing a photo of police outside a home and writing, "Finally."